Sai Ram to you all, my dear students. Today we are going to have that drama, a one act play that is very interesting, and also it has got some suspense. Okay, we shall read it. Here we must know about the dramatist, about the playwright. The playwright is Mr. Douglas James. He is a short plays writer, especially for TVs, and his plays are very famous on TV. Now, it is one of the genres of literature, and under that drama, we have got one act play also. Then, what is one act play? And here the diagram shows. Watch it very carefully. Short plays with single act, that is one act play. Here you find only one theme and only single act. Scenes may be different, but act is only one. That is why it is called one act play. Here no intermission, no interval, no packets emptying and eating, and it is of short duration, that is around 20 to 30 minutes, and one dominant situation is there, and the whole play revolves around one dominant situation. So that is very important. I shall repeat, it deals with one theme and a single dominant situation. Okay, this is one act play. Then what are the key elements of a play or a drama? Here, setting, and in your textbook, there are called stage directions. So they tell you where and what is going to happen before the drama starts. Here, setting, how is that? It is when and where, that is time and place, the scene takes place. Information number 1. Number 2, it is presented on the stage, and then it initiates the main backdrop and mood of the story, and that is going to help the listeners and the readers to know about the mood of the story, and that is the backdrop that serves. And what is the plot? It is the storyline, that is the main sequence of interconnected events, only one significant, and with that there are so many interconnected events. Next, characterization. What is meant by characterization? So how many characters are there? And the writer's introduction of the characters in the story or play, that is the first one, and process by which writer reveals the personality of the character, it through the events that are going to take place on the stage. And here theme. What is the theme? Theme refers to the central idea of the play. And the second one, for that forms the base of the story or moral of the story. So you will come to know about that. Then dialogue, conversation exchange between the characters or actors in a play forms the dialogues. In prose piece, you will find very nice paragraphs, but in drama you get dialogues. That is the difference between a prose page and a drama page. Okay. Then, if I were you, usually that is often used in our life. If I were you, I would not have missed it. If I were you, I would not have missed it. In that way, it is usually often used in our situations. So that is that. Now let us come to that introduction. What do you find in this first one act play? This play is about a playwright, Gerard. Playwright means the man who just produces, writes and just executes everything on the stage. Director, producer, actor sometimes, and he is all in one. And such a man is Gerard, who escapes from being killed by an intruder. And plot is somebody has entered his cottage, and that man, that intruder has entered only to kill this man. The intruder is a convict who plans to steal Gerard's identity and live peacefully. That was the purpose of that intruder. He was like intruder was like Gerard. And as he was a convict, he wanted to have the mantle of Gerard. So like that, he wanted to live happily in that bungalow or cottage. Gerard, but you see, playwright was very intelligent. He uses his presence of mind and fools the intruder and locks him in a cupboard and finally hands him over to the police. This is the main theme. Character number 1, Gerard. Character number 2, the intruder. Okay. One more I want to add it here in the form of introduction. The play emphasizes the significance of intelligence, the presence of mind and cool head in situations of crisis. In situations of crisis, usually people lose their mind and panic complicates matters. If you are panicky, the panic complicates everything. Whereas cool temperament can help one to come out of the situation in the situational tight corners, because we don't know how we are covered in those circumstances. In those situational tight corners, we can come out with ease. This is the play. Now you can just allot all these things to the character 1 and character 2. Shall we read the play now? Yes. Setting is like this. 1. The scene is a small cottage interior. Now we are entering that cottage. Is drawing room. There is an entrance back right which may be curtained. So these are going to help the director to arrange those things on the stage, and the audience will come to know where and how, who is who and what is what, where is where. All these things, are there. The furniture is simple. What is that? Consisting of a small table towards the left here, chair or two, and a divan rather upstage on the right, this side. So these are divan, two chairs and one small table. On the table is a telephone. This is the description there. When the curtain rises, because curtain is one of the important characters in the drama, it is also an important character. If there is no curtain, there is no drama. So that curtain rises. Gerard is standing by the table phoning. When the curtain goes up, you will find Gerard, the hero of the story, is talking with someone on phone. He is of medium height, not a gargantua, not a dwarf. Is mediocre, medium height, and wears horn rimmed glasses. Perhaps that gives you some idea. He is dressed in a lounge and a great coat. Usually you must have seen the people, the actors and other things, or spies like that. And in his you see that coat, that his voice is cultured. That man is cultured. His way of speaking is very mild and polite. Now, he puts down the phone and goes to the divan on the right, where there is a traveling bag, and starts packing. So he just takes that bag and tries to pack whatever he wanted to put there. Whilst he is thus engaged, when he was doing so, while he was engaged in that, another man, similar in build to Gerard, enters from the right silently with a revolver in the hand. Very silently. He is flashily dressed. You know what is flashily? Nowadays, everyone wants to be dressed in flashily, dressed in an overcoat and a soft hat. Then he bumps accidentally against the table. There was some problem. When he was just turning to that divan, he what is that? He bumps accidentally. He was very careful not to make sound, but accidentally there was a bump and against the table, and at the sound of Gerard turns quickly to know who is and what it is. And now the dialogue starts. Yes, what is that? Gerard. Pleasantly. Pleasant mood. Why? This is a surprise, Mr. Intruder, because he is also intelligent. I am glad you are pleased to see me, because our hero is a soft man, and he just gives compliment for that. I don't think you will be pleased for long. Perhaps, but in long you may not. Put those paws up. This is all very melodramatic, not very original. Perhaps, but क्या है? But intruder trying to be calm, and he wanted to say something. And Gerard, nonchalant is your word, I think. You are perhaps nonchalant. Hmm. Then, intruder, thanks a lot for this compliment. You see the irony of the dialogue here. Thanks a lot. You will soon stop being smart. Now you are very smart, but soon you are not going to be smarter. I will make you crawl. Hmm? I want to know a few things. See, I want to know anything you like. He's open, very calm, calm in his mind, calm in his action. He said, anything you like. I know all the answers. But before we begin, I should like to change my position. Because when you ask questions, I must be prepared to answer your question. So let me change my position. You may be comfortable, but I am not. You are quite comfortable, it seems, but I am not. So I want to be comfortable. I want to change my position. Sit down there. No change. You can't change your position. And no funny business. No business. You can't change. He just motions him to chair and seats himself on the divan by the back. Hey, you go there and there, sit there. That way he is ordering. Gerald. Now then, we will have a nice little talk about yourself. He said, oh, I want to talk. Please be there only. You need not change the position to answer my questions. Now, when he sits there, now he says, we will have nice little talk about yourself. Now you have to tell me about yours. Gerard says, at last a sympathetic audience. Oh, I am very glad because I got a sympathetic audience. So you are interested to hear about me. How? How lucky. You see, calmness of his mind. Very calm, very cool. I will tell you the story of my life. If you want to know more about my life, okay, I shall tell the story of my life. How as a child I was stolen by the gypsies, and why at the age of 32 I find myself in my lonely Essex cottage. How was I brought up? How was I born? How was I brought up as a child? And how I am going to be there at 32 here in this Essex cottage, lonely. How? He wanted to tell something more. Keep it to yourself. Hey, Kabardar, I don't want any big story of you. And just answer my questions. That's all. You need not tell me your story. I am not interested in your story. If you answer my questions, that is enough. You live here alone? Hmm? Do you live here alone? Well, to you. Hey, for you only. I am asking. Do you live here alone? I am sorry. Because he was talking very calmly, and he became very serious for that. Sorry. I thought you were telling me, not asking me. Ah, see the maja of the dialogue here. I thought you were telling me, not asking me. A question of inflection. Your voice is unfamiliar, rather rude, quite unfamiliar. You see, with an emphasis, with jor, having that dum in his voice. Do you live here alone? Answer my question. Direct question. I want direct answer. Do you live here alone? And he takes it coolly. If I don't answer, means what? He wants to know what he was going to do. You have got enough sense not to want to get hurt. Means he hinted, if you are not going to answer, you may get yourself hurt. That is your choice. Now you can take your own decision. I think, you see, the character of Gerard. I think good sense is shown more in the ability to avoid pain than in mere desire to do so. He is trying to calm the mind of the intruder. But does he have that? No. And after that, that sentence, he said, what do you think, Mr. What is your opinion, Mr. Mr. Never mind my name. Because, he could understand. Mr. That is indicated that he wanted to know his name. You see the answer. Never mind my name. I like yours better. That is dramatic denouement is taking place here. Because he was like him only. Mr. Gerard, I like your name better. What are your Christian names? And he thought it is better to answer in a direct way. He also said seriously, Vincent Charles. That was his Christian name. And with this, we are coming to an end of section 1 or scene 1. So here, let us have a quick look at the events in this small scene. What is that? Gerard is a playwright. Prepares to leave his home to attend rehearsal because bag was ready. He was putting something there that shows he was going somewhere. While he is packing, he hears a sound and turns. An intruder enters his house silently with a revolver in hand. This is what has happened. Gerard maintains his cool and calm. Even at the gunpoint, talks pleasantly with the intruder. Even though he was showing again and again the revolver, he is not perturbed. He is not disturbed and tries to engage him in a conversation. The intruder threatens him, Khabardar, and in turn tries to get information about Gerard from him, like where he lives, what was his name, what are the things. In that way he wanted to collect the information. This is what we have found in the present scene. Now, here is a brainstorming provoker, thought provoker. A few lines are here. I read it. Our mind is like water. When it is agitated, it becomes difficult to see. Perhaps it is your experience also. If the water is very clear, you can see all the fish. You can see the pebbles, color of the pebbles. If it is calm and quiet. But if you allow it to settle, only you will get. Or if it is disturbed, you cannot. The answer becomes clear. I shall read it again. Our mind is like water. When it is agitated, it becomes difficult to see. But if you allow it to settle, the answer becomes clear. If that is settled, your mind begins to work. This is by this Danish Altaf. Now, shall we have some questions on this? It's a brain teasing, brainstorming thought. What are your thoughts on this quote? You please think on that and exchange them with your friends. What do you do to calm yourself when you are stressed or angry? So many people have so many suggestions to calm your mind. Begin to think 1 to 100. Something like that, you must have heard. So, if you are stressed or angry, what you are going to do? And then share those experiences about any difficult problem you faced and how did you come up with a solution, that you have to share with your friends. So this is very nearer to the scene that we have already read. So there won't be any difficulty in answering these simple questions, but they are going to tell you the truths of life. Now we are coming to the fag end of the lesson. After doing this first part, let us do some exercises. Here, question number 1. Did the intruder try to frighten Gerard? Yes, no questions. Number 2. Did the intruder succeed? Number 3. What was the intruder's first question to Gerard? Go back to your memory. Number 4. Why do you think he wanted an answer to the question? Number 5. If Gerard did not answer, what would the intruder do? So, with these questions, you please do them at home. Till then, good luck. Thank you.